faith, adventure, stories untold. First responder, hearts brave and bold. Beyond the quest, where the journeys meet, from the fires of life to the gaming heat. Slim Chomp's crew, come join the ride, with McMedic, Napkins, and Taco as your guide. Beyond the quest, where the journeys meet, from the fires of life to the gaming heat. Slim Chomp's crew, come join the ride, with McMedic, Napkins, and Taco as your guide. Beyond the quest, where the stories grow, faith, fire, and games in the world we know. Adventure calls, the table is set, let's take the leap, our best quest yet. From the first light to the game's last stand, we're chasing truth with controller in hand. Faith, adventure, stories untold. First responder, hearts brave and bold. Beyond the quest, where the journeys meet, from the fires of life to the gaming heat. Slim Chomp's crew, come join the ride, with McMedic, Napkins, and Taco as your guide. Beyond the quest, where the journeys meet, from the fires of life to the gaming heat. Slim Chomp's crew, come join the ride, with McMedic, Napkins, and Taco as your guide. Beyond the quest, where the stories grow, faith, fire, and games in the world we know. Adventure calls, the table is set, let's take the leap, our best quest yet. From the first light to the game's last stand, we're chasing truth with controller in hand. Faith, adventure, stories untold. First responder, hearts brave and bold. Beyond the quest, where the journeys meet, from the fires of life to the gaming heat. Slim Chomp's crew, come join the ride, with McMedic, Napkins, and Taco as your guide. Beyond the quest, where the journeys meet, from the fires of life to the gaming heat. Slim Chomp's crew, come join the ride, with McMedic, Napkins, and Taco as your guide. Beyond the quest, where the stories grow, faith, fire, and games in the world we know. Adventure calls, the table is set, let's take the leap, our best quest yet. From the first light to the game's last stand, we're chasing truth with controller in hand. Faith, adventure, stories untold. First responder, hearts brave and bold. Beyond the quest, where the journeys meet, from the fires of life to the gaming heat. Slim Chomp's crew, come join the ride, with McMedic, Napkins, and Taco as your guide. Beyond the quest, where the journeys meet, from the fires of life to the gaming heat. Slim Chomp's crew, come join the ride, with McMedic, Napkins, and Taco as your guide. Beyond the quest, where the stories grow, faith, fire, and games in the world we know. Adventure calls, the table is set, let's take the leap, our best quest yet. From the first light to the game's last stand, we're chasing truth with controller in hand. Faith, adventure, stories untold. First responder, hearts brave and bold. Beyond the quest, where the journeys meet, from the fires of life to the gaming heat. Slim Chomp's crew, come join the ride, with McMedic, Napkins, and Taco as your guide. Beyond the quest, where the journeys meet, from the fires of life to the gaming heat. Slim Chomp's crew, come join the ride, with McMedic, Napkins, and Taco as your guide. Beyond the quest, where the stories grow, faith, foreign games in the world we know. Adventure calls, the table is set. Let's take the leap, our best quest yet. From the first light to the game's last stand, we're chasing truth with controller in hand. Faith, adventure, stories untold. First responder, hearts brave and bold. Beyond the quest, where the journeys meet. From the fires of life to the gaming heat. Slim Chop's crew, come join the ride. With McMedic, Napkins, and Taco as your guide. Beyond the quest, where the journeys meet. From the fires of life to the gaming heat. Slim Chop's crew, come join the ride. With McMedic, Napkins, and Taco as your guide. Beyond the quest, where the stories grow. Faith, fire, and games in the world we know. Adventure calls.
Beyond the Quest is recorded in front of a live Twitch audience. You may hear us addressing live comments during the show. Beyond the Quest may not be suitable for all listeners. You're going to hear real raw footage of real life first responders discussing anything and everything. You may hear from preachers, teachers, EMS personnel, 911 dispatchers, and more. Nothing is off the table, and nothing is edited out. The opinions expressed in the podcast are those of the host and guest and do not necessarily reflect the views of the group Slim Chance Gaming or our sponsors. If you're easily offended, this may not be the show for you. Or then again, it could be. With all that out of the way, let's get started.
Good morning, everybody. Sorry for the delay. We have a slacker this morning.
And for once, it wasn't me.
That's true. It wasn't me either, because my wife woke me up.
Yeah.
To be fair, then she had to go wake Taco up.
Yeah, I woke up at 7 this morning. So why did I get up at 7? I've still got another hour I could wait. And then woke up to your wife knocking on my front door.
Yeah, she was like, should I go wake him up? I said, I don't know. Maybe he had to work. You know, I didn't know. He didn't say anything last night before he got offline. He got off before I did. I said, maybe it's just going to be me and Napkins. We'll have to wing it. Duo style. And then she sent me a picture of your car sitting in the driveway. And I said, I don't know. Knock on the door.
He's sleeping. Love his heart.
Him's tired.
Yeah.
Hard.
Him tired like. Your mic sounds better this morning, Taco.
I didn't do anything to it.
Other
Probably
than
my
break it.
sinuses.
You don't sound like you're in a can anymore. Good morning, Amy. We will be praying for Vet for sure. Good morning, Super Mario cousin. I keep wanting to call him just Super Mario, and I remember that's his cousin. I was going to try and get Moon Pie back on here to answer some random questions, but he said he was not prepared. To be fair, though, I just mentioned it like 15 minutes ago to him.
Oh, Super Mario Cousin, you have news?
What be the news? My curiosity is piqued.
My curiosity is killing me. The anticipation is killing me, I guess is what I should have said. I'm tired. Leave me alone.
Medic Swaffy, which one of us are you talking about?
I think you. To be fair, she woke me up because my alarms were going off and stuff, and then she was like, it's 8:20. So I messaged, and then Napkins was the only one that answered, so I come shuffling my feet through there to go take a quick shower to wake up, and she mentioned the show. I said, I don't know if we're doing it. Taco ain't answering. My girlfriend I had originally asked a question about on the first couple episodes started going to church with me, and this past Sunday she went to the altar and the water. Amen.
That's awesome. Praise God.
Woo! That is awesome, brother. And a huge congratulations to her.
Yep.
That's made my morning. I'm awake now. I got chill bumps.
That is awesome.
Rostrum shosh. That's killer, man.
I keep forgetting how touchy these boom mics are, and I'm paranoid that it's hearing me breathe.
What was that cartoon? Was it Hey Arnold? We had the guy that was always. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
can't think of it either.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that all the time.
Actually, it's funny. The other day, Goat randomly messaged me and was talking about how somebody had jumped in his chat and said, "Dude, you sound obese." What's wrong with that? Because his mic was picking him up breathing.
Yes.
He didn't know that OBS was messing up and cutting all the game audio out too. So it was literally just him breathing into the mic the whole time.
I'm telling you though, Goat
It
sounds
is,
just like Seth Rogen.
It is Hey Arnold, and his name is Brainy the Mouth Breather.
Yeah, it was Hey Arnold. Okay, I know I wasn't crazy.
I just literally Google
Football
searched.
head.
I literally just Google searched cartoon with mouth breather.
I miss Hey Arnold.
Didn't
used
they
to
end
watch
up
a lot of
doing
it.
like a couple movies?
I think they did do a Hey Arnold movie, maybe.
I don't remember one if they did.
Yeah, they did at least one. I thought they did another one too that finally explained what happened to his parents.
I don't know. I did always think. I'm trying. What was the girl? Was it?
Helga
She was a little obsessive.
Pataki.
When you have a statue made of chewed gum shaped in a football head, little boy, you got some problems to work through.
Arnold, my love.
I did think he had the coolest bedroom though. You got what?
I forgot to use my line this morning.
What was your line?
Welcome back, all you questers.
Oh, you used it. See, you didn't forget. I just betted you into saying it.
By the way, I ordered a custom license plate for my car.
A custom license plate?
Yeah, for the front of it.
Is it the Naps ride?
It's neon orange. It says Napkins, and then below it in cursive, it says Slim Chance Gaming.
Nice. So guess who I saw? It's probably a couple of months ago though. We were on our way to Pikeville, right? On the 4-lane. And there's this truck that we're passing. And I noticed on the back window of it, it was Darth Sloan YouTube logo across the whole back of it, and a Twitch logo of Mr. Sloan. It should have said the knapsack.
That's a good one.
That would have been a good one. It would have. You
are
know what
we
you should
jumping-
do? You should open up some suggestions to viewers too for your restaurant name.
That's what I was getting ready to say. The Knapsack would be the perfect restaurant name.
You're not wrong.
The knapsack for a restaurant?
It's not terrible.
I'm
By
going to
the
be that
way-
employee that argues with you.
I'm going to open it up to the viewers again. It was on the website for a little bit, but we took it down because of the whole flooding issue. We need feedback on the spin-off episode Beyond the Quest After Dark. We have talked about going to every other week. I was actually thinking about it on the way home this morning as well. And if we did go to every other week, I feel like that would give us a better opportunity to work on group content for like the restaurant simulator game. But I want to hear from viewers. Send us
That
an
and
email.
once Cal finally takes that step to get on camera, I think
Right.
having a break there in between might help him.
Right.
That and
But,
Schizo going back on the track with the rotating schedule.
Yeah.
But You all give us your feedback. Beyondthequest.com. Click the contact button and just in the contact form, just put what you think we should do. Stick to every Tuesday or every other Tuesday, or email info@beyondthequest.com.
And speaking of Callistus, everybody remember Cowan's prayers. He's been going through some stuff too. So
Yeah.
We're throwing all that out there. Let's also remember Angry Vet Nation.
yeah,
They're going through some hard times right now as well.
I tell you what, buddy, that devil gets an inch, tries to run a mile with it. The
Let's see.
knapsack. Vet is here. What's going on, brother?
Oh.
We do have some questions to get through if we're ready for Questers questions.
Go right ahead.
So this first one comes from Dylan, who listens on Apple Podcast from Tennessee, and he addresses this to everyone. And he says, I just want to say, first off, the last episode was very interesting to me, and I enjoyed it, and I learned a lot, I feel like. I was just curious if you all ever considered maybe teaming up with Moon Pie and doing a biblical show as well.
That's actually a very good question because I've been in talks with Taco and Schizo and stuff about maybe doing a biblical show. And I've mentioned it to Moon Pie. The only issue that I'm running into is Moon Pie is a evangelist that travels across the country and trying to get a set day and things to get him on, but we may try and work around that. And if we have to go to if we have to move the After Dark to every other week, then maybe be able to try and to squeeze it in like on a Tuesday morning. But I don't know. It's in the air, but it is definitely something on my radar.
Worst case, if we don't set like a set show, if we do like a special episode with Mediocre Moon Pie, we will work on advertising that and pushing that out on all of our platforms ahead of time so everybody knows.
From what I hear, the episode with Moon Pie was rather popular.
I just pulled
in Canada
this morning. The analytics on it this morning, it is currently sitting at 1,509 listens across all platforms.
Nice, nice.
Everybody enjoyed hearing Moon Pie and Schizo. I'm assuming Schizo's a slacker and sleeping this morning. He had said he was going to be here this following Monday to follow up with more of his debate. So, and I don't think he's working today.
This next question kind of follows that last question. This one is from Aaron, who listens from Ohio on Spotify. And he said, just wanted to say I really enjoyed the last episode, a legit discussion on faith and different viewpoints and things. And I have to say, not only did you give me stuff to think about myself, but you all handled it very well. No fighting or anger. I could tell it was just adults discussing. I was curious, would there be more like this on certain topics?
If you have other topics you'd like us to do deep dives in, you can always request them.
Yeah, that whole episode came off of one question that we received of us wanting to look into a couple Alan Parr videos.
Which we barely touched on him before getting off.
Well, I mean, I think we summed it up pretty well. Like he, I feel like he just he's not. I don't know how to put it without sounding like a jerk.
I think he needs to spend more time focusing on what his actual beliefs are.
Yeah, I feel like he goes back and forth a little too much. And as far as his worship videos, I feel like if you're looking for a problem, you're going to find one.
He tends to.
I get what he's saying about it, but at the same time, I'm a firm believer, that the word says God's the same forevermore, and he doesn't change. So when you look at those lyrics and those songs and you say, well, that was the Old Testament that they're referring to, and God doesn't work that way anymore, you're implying that He changes. So I have a little issue with that.
Well, not only that, but a couple of his worship ones that I watched, he talked about how the people in question were just pushing their own agenda and everything, but then turned around and
Does the same thing for
started
himself.
pushing his own book.
Yeah. That now I really one thing I really like about worship music is a lot of it can be testimonial, and I think because we're overcomers by the word of our testimony, so when you put that into a worship song, I think that makes it powerful. And I think a lot of the songs he chooses to, and I'm going to say bash because he kind of does in them, and I think you trying to take away from somebody's testimony just because you've not seen it or you've not lived it doesn't mean that it didn't happen or it isn't true.
All right.
I can't keep y'all in line. I'm not driving that far to wake Schizo up. He's on his own. Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah, that is a bit far. There we go. I think I fixed the audio on my stream. It was showing my mic wasn't working.
So I cannot find it right now, but this next question is from Bradley. We addressed this on After Dark, but it was specifically addressed to this show. So reading it again, it was addressed to me. He listens from California on Apple Podcast, and he says, would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? And I did open this question up to everybody.
Yes, you did.
I chose 100 duck-sized horses.
Yep.
What was your reasoning?
Because I feel like they would be easier to fight off, for one. For two, I think it would be awesome to catch a couple of them and just have like miniature horses that are duck size following me around.
A miniature pony.
Yes. By the way, now what I was saying there, we did have a viewer submitted photo that was photoshopped of you, McMedic, riding a horse-sized duck, but I cannot find it in the email right now. I will find it later. I promise.
You must find it.
Yeah,
I want to make it an emote.
Posted on everything.
I said I want a horse-sized duck to tame and ride.
Yep.
And then I talked about my fear of geese a lot and started to talk myself out of it. But now I'm back on the boat. I want a horse-sized duck.
Yep.
Especially if there's a picture of it.
Flying mount.
Yes. My own flying mount. I must see this photo, they say.
I will find it. I was looking for it.
It will be posted to the website once he finds it.
I was looking for it before I posted, or before I reread.
Have you done a blog episode?
Have I done what?
A blog episode.
You're talking about a blog episode.
I'm going to take that as a no.
Have I wrote in the blog recently?
Yeah.
No.
That seems like a good thing to write about.
Sure.
And post the picture.
And thank you to any of our viewers who have been checking us out on our Halo streams recently, by the way.
Right. I've been playing a lot of Halo. I miss Halo from the good old days.
And we've learned that we suck compared to what we used to.
But
thank you to the viewers
in ranked, I still make gold
too. This is like my favorite part of the show, to be honest.
Right. And while we are live, you can submit questions.
That's
true.
And
you can submit them in live chat as well. You can also do that anonymously. I monitor live chat while we are live. That way that it comes through a little quicker. The actual contact form, there is a small delay. So the live chat, there is no delay. And this next question is a perfect example of you never know what you're going to get, because we literally just went from a question about a duck-sized horse.
That is a great question.
But this question comes from Anonymous. It is addressed to everyone. They listen from Tennessee on Spotify. And they say, when my husband and I get into an argument, sometimes I go to the bedroom to just cry. He doesn't follow me. I just wish that he would care enough to want to fix it as much as I do. I want him to care that I am hurt and crying. If he is upset and leaves the room, I go to him to try and fix it. I drop everything I'm doing or need to do in order to support him because I feel like that's what I should do. But I don't get that in return. I need a man's perspective. I don't understand why he doesn't care about my feelings even when he is in the wrong.
To be fair, if me and my wife get in an argument and we are both upset, I walk away. I don't talk. And then most of the time, she kind of does the thing of trying to reach out to me first to check on me. But a lot of the times, she will message me, and it's easier for me to kind of talk and work through some stuff just texting instead of getting the words out physically. But once I finally start to let some of it go, then we talk face to face and work through it. Sometimes when people get mad, they want to be alone and kind of work through their own thing. I don't think that necessarily means he doesn't care. It just might be his way of trying to deal with his own thing, especially if he knows he's in the wrong. I think everybody's a little different in that aspect.
I want to I
Napkins is
could
a
be
jerk. He doesn't talk to anybody.
I could be dead wrong, but I feel like in his head he thinks that you need space
True.
to kind of to work through your own feelings or calm down
You
or
ever
whatever
seen a
it might
woman
be.
mad? You
Um,
want to get away from that situation quick as possible.
my best advice is to sit down and have an adult conversation and let him know how you're feeling.
After you both calm down.
Yes, obviously, but sit down and talk about it because in all fairness, he might not see anything wrong with giving you space. He might think that that's what you need.
That's true. Uh, everybody's different. For me, if I'm really upset about something, don't try to talk to me. Don't come to me. Give me a little bit of time to calm down. Otherwise, you'll just make it worse. It could be, in his mind, he thinks that's what he's doing is giving you that time to calm down so he doesn't make it worse.
Yeah, once you both calm down a little bit, where you're not fuming and not so upset that you're crying and whatnot, then sit down and talk, and then that's when you can say, I expected you to come follow me and check on me and things, and then that might be when he says, well, I was trying to give you space to calm down.
All right.
All Medic said is true of us. It's never a good idea to try and talk while tensions are high. A small thing can grow into a big thing real quick. Truth.
Yep.
All right, boys, this next one is deep.
Uh-oh.
And to whoever submitted it, I truly, truly, truly mean this whenever I say if you are going through something that you need to talk to someone, even if it's not even related to what you're going through. Our Discord is posted on our website.
Yes.
We have our contact form. We have our email. Reach out to us if you have no one else.
Yes.
This comes from Anonymous. It is addressed to everyone. They listen on Apple Podcast from Tennessee. And they say, what do you do, or do you have any advice for someone that feels like they're starting to hate themselves, like they just want to disappear and end it all?
Don't give in to it. There is somebody that I have a lot of respect for that may or may not be in this chat that said the wise words once before of sometimes you just have to grab life by the balls before it gets a hold of you. And there's a lot of truth behind that. It's very easy to let your mind start spinning, and if you don't catch it, it'll take you down some dark places that once you get in, it's really hard to get out of. And coming from somebody that has dealt with some depression in the past and things, it's very, to me, it is something that it takes effort. even when it seems like the hardest thing on your side, to fight back against it. You have to help pull yourself out of it. You have to make an effort of trying to find the good in everything that you can. And if you're finding yourself starting to hate yourself, and I've been there, and it's a scary place. Um, when you think there's no one else to talk to, God's always there to talk to, and He's the best person to talk to. And if you don't believe in that, and I respect that, like Napkins said, get on our Discord. We're always on there. Send a message. Even if you just want to vent about whatever you're going through, I'll listen.
Even
don't
if
care
you
a bit.
don't, even if you don't feel like talking, if you want just somebody to game with, send a message and be like, anybody want to play something?
Right. And we play such a wide variety of games, I'm sure we'd play something.
Yeah. I don't know how it is for other people, but I know for myself, when I start to catch myself in a mood like that, it helps me more to force myself to push through and do other things to kind of, I guess, force my mind off of that and onto something else. Uh, like, for example, if I'm feeling like I just want to get away and just want to be away from everything, it helps me more to force myself to get on here and play games with everybody else or get on here and make content to stream or whatever. I don't know, I guess it's like if I'm
Just
making myself do it, my mind can't focus on those thoughts and they just kind of fall away.
distract your mind from it. I think that's you have to find something in you have to find something. It doesn't matter if it's talking to somebody, if it's doing an activity, if it's doing a hobby, whatever it is, to help distract yourself from those thoughts, to make your mind concentrate on something else. And I'm a firm believer, that the Bible told us that He gave us liberty, and that's also in our mind. That you're not bound to what you're thinking and going through. You can change it. And as always, Slim Chance Gaming is here for anybody that is going through anything.
Um,
We do always remind people if you are going through severe stuff, don't hesitate to reach out to someone.
you know, I was in a very dark spot. Um, been about a year and a half now, and I was that person. I shut everybody out. I pushed everybody away. Um, I didn't talk to anybody, and it started a spiral. And once you start spiraling, it is very hard to catch yourself until you hit the bottom. Um, so just like Medic said, like a very wise wise man once said, um, you got to grab it by the balls and stop it before it gets to the point of spiraling. Because if you're starting to get those feelings, you're on the brink of spiraling.
Or you're already
Um,
spiraling and you don't know it.
yeah. So it don't, like I said, it doesn't have to be. You don't have to pour your heart out to somebody. If it's one of those bad days where you don't feel like doing anything, you feel like you want to disappear, you feel like you hate yourself, hop in our Discord, play some games with us. Like I said, you don't have to talk if you don't want to. Um, if anybody has watched our random streams where we play like the Demonologist or we play um League or whatever, like if it's not for legitimate recording content, we're goofy as all get out. We get on here and we have fun. Um, and like I said, unless we're recording for specific content, we open that up to people. If you want to get on and game with us, do it. Let it be a distraction.
Yeah.
And if anybody saw us when me and Medic played Ranch Simulator, we were idiots.
Yep.
Like, We had no clue what we were doing. We ended up choosing the biggest house you can make on there and spending 3 hours logging to be able to make that house.
It was like lumberjack simulator.
Yeah.
My thing is, it's no, it's no surprise to anybody that life sucks sometimes, but it's how you make the best out of your situations in life that makes how you get through it. It's your mindset on how you get through things.
If anybody tells you that they have never
We
been
love you
in
too,
the
Vet.
exact, if anybody tells you that they have never been in the exact spot that you're in right now, they are a liar.
Or it's just not happened yet.
Because I feel like everybody at some point in their life hits a moment like that.
I don't know why it is, but anytime we start talking about how life can be tough, all I can think of is the quote from Boy Meets World of all things. Life's tough. Get a helmet.
Get a helmet.
Yeah. Eric says that to Corey in one of the early seasons and then hits him in the head.
I mean, it's true.
Yeah.
And
I don't know why that has stuck with me for years, but anytime somebody's like, man, it's just so tough, that runs through my head.
You praise him in the good times and you praise him in the bad times. Either way, you got to keep grinding.
Yep.
I just
As the psalmist wrote, remind yourself of all the good he does because he doesn't change, so he'll continue to do good in the future. Sometimes you got to go through the storm to get to the other side, though.
Yep.
refresh here, and that's it for the questers questions. Um,
Let me follow up on that just a little bit, Taco.
Go for it.
In the book of Mark, when they're talking about the story of Peter walking on the water and stuff, and they're in the boat,
Mm-hmm.
something that has stuck with me that might help this person. I don't know, but I want to say it. So Jesus told him to go get in the boat, and he'd meet him on the other side. And it was in the fourth night or something like that. So in the middle of the night,
Yeah, around 3 a.m.
and he's standing on the shore, and he can see them out in the water, and that they're in a storm. They're struggling with the waves, and I mean they're having a hard time. These are professional fishermen. They know how to handle a boat, and they are struggling in the water. And when you read it in Mark, that they see Jesus walking on the water as if he would walk past them.
Mm-hmm.
And let that part sink in. He was going to walk past them even though he saw them struggling until they hollered out to him. And the whole reason why he would walk past them is because the plan never changed. The plan was still the same. He was still going to meet them on the other side. That part never changed.
Yep.
It's just what you have to go through to get to it. How do you handle it? Who do you look to when you're going through those times? How do you handle those situations when the waves are throwing your boat around? And it's not about the water around the boat that it sinks a boat. It's the water that you let inside the boat.
Yep.
Mic drop.
Boom.
Napacano?
yes, sir.
Did you say that was the last question?
That is the last question.
Wrong. What's more important, the sidekick or the superhero? The wife says, have faith, turn it over to God. Don't hold on to it with one hand and partially give it over. Give it all. I found myself saying I was giving it to God, but it was also trying to figure out on my own. I wasn't fully giving it over. When I gave it all over, it was when I got out of my hole I was in.
Sure.
Truth.
Which is
Bear
more
with
important,
me.
the superhero or the sidekick, huh?
Yeah.
You know, I want to be able to say sidekick, but I can't because so many of those heroes who started with sidekicks lost sidekicks pretty shortly and then became better characters. So I have to go with superhero.
Who lost their sidekick and became a better superhero?
Captain America for one. When he no longer had Bucky as his sidekick, he became a much more intriguing character.
He became lonely. Try again.
Snap.
I see where you're going with this. Go ahead and make your point.
No, I'm waiting.
Go ahead and make your point.
I need a
Napkins.
minute. I'm addressing a live chat from Super Mario Cousin. He didn't want to post it in
Oh,
the
okay.
chat on Twitch. So
I was gonna say, oh no, I hope Twitch didn't block him from chatting again.
no, I'm gonna send you guys something in the back end chat on our recording software.
Okay. I would say the sidekick is just as important as the superhero. Most of the time, the sidekick has to do all the work, or does the most important part of the work, and the superhero gets all the credit. Nerds. I didn't even know Captain America had a sidekick. It does say ads are going to play in a minute and a half, by the way.
I will say Batman and Robin are a great example of the superhero using the sidekick to.
Am I
Face
talking
all the
about
danger.
nurses and doctors? Well, I mean, doctor helpers do all the work, but the doctors get all the credit. Just saying.
At least that is one thing with EMS that tends to be a universal thing. Is most of the time, unless the paramedic or EMT in question is just a very toxic individual, they admit that it's a partnership, that one can't do the job correctly without the other.
It is very important that you both read that message.
I'll tell you what, Napkins. You give me enough heads up, and I will do that. Straight up, do
Sure.
that.
I'm excited, boys.
We will do that. Slim Chance style.
Yeah, he may end up.
We may need to run ideas by first, but we'll get there. Medic's first partner in my time toxic. Yes, he was. Appreciate you, Hey, I appreciate you, brother. That's awesome sauce. We will make that happen. Faux show. It says ads are going to replay, or that they are playing. I don't know if they are. It's always delayed on my end. It says they are playing Napkins. Is that what you think, really? They are playing, the wife says.
Isn't this supposed to be the sponsor moment, Napkins?
I'm sending you guys another message.
Oh.
I'm still talking to Super Mario.
Gotcha.
Okay.
You just get the info we need to get some ideas happening. In a rough timeline, you know what I mean? By the way, I'm 75 out of 80 on the followers.
Nice, nice. I think I'm at 35 out of 50 on having enough followers to apply for affiliate. And I need more people to actually watch when I stream more often.
I don't know what happened with
Comment.
the subs. The sub goal went back to 0 out of 10, so I don't know what the deal is with that.
Hey guys, have you ever had $1 million idea at 2 a.m. only to forget it by morning? Like that time I thought of a grilled cheese delivery service only to realize it already exists?
Headlights for shoes.
Well, don't let your next big idea slip away. GoDaddy makes it easy to grab the perfect domain name before someone else. Probably someone named Chad steals it. Chad is always lurking in the shadows waiting. With GoDaddy, you can register your domain, build a sleek website, and even a pro email so you don't have to send business emails from xxgamer420xx@gmail.com anymore. That email still haunts me. Right now, you can get a 30% off offer by heading to godaddy.com/beyondthequest. That's godaddy.com/beyondthequest. Don't wait, or Chad will steal your idea. Curse you, Chad.
Not Chad. We love Chad.
It's a love-hate relationship, really.
You gotta love Black Rifle espresso coffee.
That was very smooth of you there, Taco.
No, I literally am
Oh,
drinking
by the way,
that,
so apparently my wife is trying to pimp the show out for sponsorship.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she messaged some like protein coffee company or whatever. She was like, my husband is an affiliate. Do you all have a program for affiliates at Stream Live?
Nice.
We have started our weight loss journey again.
Hey, I've decided to try and do better about it.
Have you?
Savvy coffee. I've never heard about Savvy coffee.
Javy coffee. Javy coffee. However you say it.
I don't know.
We should probably figure out how to say it before we get there. I'm thinking maybe next episode. I already have the item. Okay. We can make that happen.
Short honey.
Yeah, my wife not making no sense.
Are you having a stroke?
Calm down, Amy.
Yeah, Amy, we can't give details on this one. You can text me.
I thought you said you were terrified when Amy texted you.
I am. She scares me.
We love Amy.
But no, I have actually decided to try and do better. Start trying to exercise a little bit and that kind of stuff. I'm hoping mostly that it will help with my back issues because they're getting to be worse again. Like it was just a couple months ago when I went and had the muscle manipulation to fix that nerve, and it's already getting to the point that I can tell it's pinched again, and it's starting to affect both legs now, not just one.
Heating pad is life, bro.
I can't do that. It burns me up too much.
Well, technically, I was told ice is better, but I cannot confirm that. That is true. She lives on it. She has a heating pad in both of her spots, in the bed and on the couch, usually.
I just sent the message, Amy. Let me know when you get it. That was quick.
Oh, that's true.
Massage heating pad, huh? Oh. But no, I've decided to do that, and I've gotten started on it, and I've realized how truly out of shape I really am. So, yeah, I'm working on that now.
This idea has me excited. This is true. I try to. You deserve the world, honey. Have you tried Premier Protein chocolate peanut butter? If you have not, you have to. It tastes like a Reese cup, like a cold Reese cup.
No, I haven't. I've never heard of it.
I have been doing they're like an iced coffee protein shakes.
I don't really do anything like that, like the protein shakes and supplements and that kind of stuff.
Basically, my breakfast is a protein shake.
90% of the time I don't do breakfast.
My lunch is I either eat at lunch and then protein shake for dinner, or a protein shake for lunch and then eat dinner.
For the most part, I eat once a day.
Anyways, now that I'm super excited, I have to put my phone down and quit thinking of ideas right now. But I will. I will think of an amazing idea. It may involve a horse-sized duck, but it will happen.
Or 100
Or
duck-sized
100
horses.
duck-sized horses. What would you do with a duck-sized horse as a pet, Napkins, with two of them? You said catch two of them.
I said at least two.
Yeah, what
and
are you
they
going
would
to do
be-
with a duck-sized horse?
They would be like, it'd be like having a dog.
Why don't you
but
just
it
get a
would be a
dog?
horse.
No, see, I get this logic, though. People are all the time about the newest trend. How many people are going to clamor to buy a duck-sized horse as a personal pet? Think about it.
Yeah, but if you could have a duck-sized horse, you know how much you would save in gas?
You mean a horse-sized duck?
I'm getting confused.
I'm with you. I would prefer the horse-sized duck. Like, tame that thing, fly it everywhere.
What was what did Cal say? A duck-sized tiger? Is that what he said? He wanted.
I know originally he said he wanted the horse-sized duck because he started screaming, "Flying mount, flying mount!"
But I asked if you could pick an animal.
Oh, to have duck-sized. Yeah, he said tiger.
Yeah, duck-sized tiger. I said a grizzly bear. I don't know why, but a duck-sized grizzly bear sounds kind of interesting.
Wife says, thankfully that is impossible because you would be wanting another animal.
Yeah, I'd borrow the neighbor's barn. He'd be too scared to go in there and remove it. If I saw a duck that big, I would be. I would have to name it. I'm very interested to see the photo.
I can't wait for
The
that.
fact that a fan sent that in is amazing. Are you still busy, Napkins?
Yeah, I'm talking to Super Mario Cousin.
You seem very
Distracted.
concentrated, was my words. He never told me what was more important, the superhero or the sidekick.
I say superhero.
So
Even
cliche.
after you explained it.
Do what?
You're so cliche. Why is the superhero more important?
Because, I mean, a sidekick without a superhero is just what? A person.
Or a superhero. Think about it. When Robin left Batman, he was still a superhero.
It's true.
He led his own team.
It's true. All right, that was my random question for the day, unless another one comes to my brain. You got a random question, Naps?
I just sent you his reply.
Gotcha. I have an idea, but I'm not gonna say.
Random question. Let's see here.
You got anything on the brain? In that big, beautiful, bald head of yours? Vanilla custard at the moment. It's like vanilla pudding.
Do you ever just want to hit somebody?
That escalated quickly. Have you met Schizo?
Right.
Or John Grace?
What are you talking about? That Yes Man is awesome.
We had issues of him deciding to play Halo with us again and not knowing how to work a microphone.
Yeah, legit, if anybody goes back and watches those streams, the first one, with him. We literally spent 30 minutes waiting on him to join us, listening to him already in the Discord call with us, not understanding
With
how
not
to operate
only
his own mind,
his dad, but his sister and everybody yelling at him,
cussing him out,
explaining to him
how
how to
Bluetooth
put
works.
headphones on. It was per usual, Grace.
It was pretty bad. It was.
And then I watched him lose 2 games in a row, 1v1, and a new person at Halo.
Yep.
Why? Who do you want to hit, Napkins?
I I plead the fifth.
You ever just want to hit somebody, Taco?
Yeah, that urge happens occasionally.
It happens a lot. With people that work at the same place as I do, not necessarily coworkers because they don't work in the same department, but you know. I did get a talking to from my boss's boss this morning about I couldn't be so rude to other staff. And
You're supposed to stop in the hallway and say hello.
my reply was, that might be my 13th reason.
Oh, wow. That's
And
pretty dark.
she said, don't you think you could get the same point across without being so rude? And I said, I'll be daggum if I'm gonna let anybody disrespect me and not give it back.
But if you're not being rude, will they know you mean it? Just saying. Who knows?
We did just get another question.
Oh, another questioner's question.
It was anonymous.
Anonymous.
And it was addressed to me, and it literally just says, any updates on your love life?
Mojo Jojo.
The updates on my love life is that there currently is no love life. So
Wah, wah, wah.
there's that.
We need noise effects.
Focus on you and them youngins.
Yes. Everything else fall into place.
Yep.
Soon there will be a napkins holder. See what I did there?
Wow.
You see what I did there?
Wow.
Yep. It may be a duck. You never know.
That was something.
Yep. I'm proud of that one. Gross. You know, somebody to keep napkins in his place. What were you thinking, Amy? Jeez.
Yeah. Finding the gooder there.
You never know what you're gonna get with Amy. You know, let's just be real.
Are we being real? I was being real. Is that coffee good?
It's very good. I just had to open all of the K-cups individually to fill up my filter to make the whole pot of coffee.
What's
That's
that
all they
supposed to
had when I
mean,
got there.
Napkins? She wants to know.
Nothing, Amy. I'm sorry.
Smart man.
Yeah, so I mentioned it last night, but I was kind of dumb yesterday. I went all the way to a bigger town to go to the store because Moonpie had mentioned that Ollie's was selling the Black Rifle coffee at a better price than normal. So I said, all right, I'll go to this town. I'll get a wall mount for my new TV. I'll get that coffee, and I'll get it all done at once. I go all the way to that town, get the coffee, which they didn't have any of the ground coffee. I had to get K-cups, and I refused to use a Keurig because it's too much of a hassle when you drink a pot or more a day. So I ended up getting a big box of the K-cups, and then getting a bunch of snacks for Napkins and his youngins and Mama and Peepaw, and got all the way to their house when I realized I forgot entirely about the wall mount. Never even tried to find it.
You have no common sense, sir. Or you had an oh shiny moment.
I think it was more of that. It was one of those, I saw the snack stuff marked down real cheap, and I was like, "Oh, this would be great for them," and my mind just went whoosh.
Whoosh.
Yep, everything washed away.
Whoosh. K-Cups
Oh my
isn't
gosh,
needed
you're
for
still
Java
trying to
coffee.
push that coffee that we can't even pronounce.
Java.
Trying to push coffee on me I've never tried.
Java.
We have another quester's question.
Java.
Coffee grounds and K-cups aren't needed, so it's an instant coffee because that's already something I'm not a big fan of.
Are you ready? Java.
That's going to be the whole ad plug if they do.
Java.
I don't know why that makes me think of the hyenas in The Lion King. Mufasa. Say it again, say it again.
Do it again. Do it again.
This quester's question comes from Anonymous.
Anonymous.
They listen on Spotify and they say, I've heard a lot of you talk about exes and stuff. Do you have any communication beyond talking with them about your children? Have they ever tried to get back together with you?
Unless I'm talking about my children, I do not communicate. It is much more hassle free.
I don't have kids, so I don't have anything to do with my ex, thankfully.
You don't ever talk to your exes at all?
No, not anymore.
Boom. Napkins, you're in the hot seat.
Yes.
Yes.
I do talk about the kids, and there are times that my interest is piqued, and I do talk about other things that I cannot talk about on a public platform. Mainly because there's some fraud involved, not by me. Let me just push that, not by me. But it's a situation involving where there might be some fraud involved, and my interest gets the better of me sometimes, and I do probe and ask some questions regarding that situation.
That sounds like a dumb idea. That makes you an accessory.
No, because the ex is not involved in the fraud either. Well, she's kind of in the middle of it, but it's not her doing. That's the best way to say it.
If you're aware of the situation and the details and you're not disclosing it, that makes you an accessory.
Oh, I have disclosed it. It has been
okay, then.
reported by me.
All right, then. Never mind.
I'm confused. I'm just happy to be here.
Insurance fraud is a felony. I'm just
Yeah.
going to throw that out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Don't do that. Anonymous.
We've had a lot of anonymous.
To be fair, we had a question not long ago about, was it something about this woman was mad that, this woman's man was mad that she was best friends with her ex.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yep. Yeah, it is. Your wife says she talks more with your ex and her ex's girlfriend than you do, but we co-parent well.
This is true. This is very true.
To be fair, Medic's wifey, it's because you do a much better job putting on that friendly face even when you want to smack people.
You remember how I said that a sidekick and a superhero is a team effort?
Yeah.
I'm the sidekick.
Oh, wow.
She's the superhero.
What I'm hearing is she wears the pants.
Yes. Yes. This is true.
Takes a big man to admit it.
True.
Or an honest one.
Or you're saying you're an honest small man?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Not the route I would have taken, but okay.
That's why you need the horse-sized duck.
Yes. Now you're getting it.
Oh.
Oh, Mexican sandwich. Anything on the brain?
I still disagree with that description.
Tacos
Judge
are
is stupid.
tacos. They are not Mexican sandwiches.
All right. No, I have noticed all the uproar about the whole Zelensky thing at the White House. Have you all heard about that?
I have not.
So, the president of the Ukraine came to the U.S. last Friday, supposedly to sign an agreement for a ceasefire with the war in Russia, and instead it turned into basically both sides attacking each other there in the middle of the Oval Office. A lot of the media is taking literally the last few minutes and pushing it out there and trying to make it appear as if Trump and Vance ambushed Zelensky in the Oval Office with everything on live TV. But if you go back and you watch the full interview, which is like almost an hour long, the entire time he is being rude as can be and basically saying he refuses to sign anything without the U.S. agreeing to not only more money and weapons, but also troops on the ground. And Trump keeps telling him, we can't do that. No, we need to focus on ending the war before we focus on what to do afterward. And then finally, it devolved into literally both sides attacking each other in front of the media and everything. And it blows my mind how people are trying to turn it into a bipartisan political thing. Like, just quit nitpicking and taking little chunks out of things to turn it into look how awful the Republicans are, how awful the Democrats are. Look at the whole thing in context. Like, it's really crazy that they keep doing this kind of stuff to me.
Medic, check
Hmm.
your messages.
Oh,
Medic's
that is
wife,
awesome. That is
teacher at
awesome.
the church, absolutely refused to accept a hot dog sandwich or Mexican sandwich.
That is true. That is true. We went Saturday to help clean up some at the church, and they were having hot dogs.
Hmm.
So I stopped, and I was like, "Did you know a hot dog is a sandwich?" And you would have thought I smacked her puppy. Like she got upset and refused to acknowledge a hot dog as a sandwich.
Well, now I'm curious on which one this
So
was.
then I asked her husband, "Did you know a hot dog is a sandwich?" And he was like, "Well, I mean, technically, yeah, I guess if you think about it." So we caused problems. Speaking of any update on the church, they have all the carpet ripped out. Um, in the back, they have the hot water heater out, the stove and thing in the fridge. They got a lot of the mud and water out of the back. Still have to get the baptistry cleaned out because all the flood mud got down in it. Having to clean it out. The sheetrock in the sanctuary is good. So basically, the sanctuary will need carpeting, I think. And that's mainly for the sanctuary. But in the back, they have to check the sheetrock. All the baseboard was gone. The Sunday school room was destroyed. They lost all the supplies in it. All the
What?
cap stuff that they
Yeah.
had and everything was gone. The kids helped clean a lot of the stuff out. They actually really enjoyed helping. It made my heart smile.
All the appliances are gone again.
Yeah. In the
And they
back,
just
it was
replaced
they had about 3 foot of water in the back of the church, and about a foot of water in the sanctuary. I did talk to the pastor. They've had a few donations come in, including the very generous one that we received. I did take to them. They're hoping before Saturday, this coming Saturday, to get a materials list together of everything that they need, so that Saturday they can start trying to actually rebuild instead of clean up, or this Saturday of trying to finish all the cleanup and then get the material list together before they leave. They are hoping within 21 days to have the church back in functioning order. So,
Now, personally, I think that so our church is in a weird position where when it was originally founded, the person who founded the church had her actual home attached to it.
yes, they are
And
hoping to get the HVAC looked at this week, too.
Mama and people told me that they thought it got looked at Saturday.
They
That
didn't get it fixed.
but it's in a weird situation where technically the church itself is under a home deed as well because of that, and the person who technically owns that doesn't want the original home touched, even though it's beyond saving at this point. It's
It
been
is,
damaged so much.
yeah, since the past flood and then this one. I mean, there's still probably an inch of mud in the house part. Um, we got pretty much everything out of the house part. Um, all of the extra pew chairs and things that they had were all ruined. They had to get rid of all those. We were literally taking wheelbarrows full of stuff and dumping it out there. Um, yeah,
refused to
FEMA
help
came to
last
the
time.
church. And not only did they talk with the pastor for a couple hours, they went up to the prayer tower and prayed and things.
Oh, so they came this time as well?
And then informed that the pastor that they can't help at all.
Hmm.
So, and the pastor's words was, "That's fine." He told me, "We don't want the government in here. We want God in here." So,
Yeah.
fair enough. As far as the sanctuary and the pews and stuff, it didn't get the cushions or anything. It got the legs of the chairs, so those have been wiped down and everything. I think besides a good sweeping in the sanctuary and then putting the carpet down, it'll be.
Yeah,
Good to
did they
go.
figure out the wiring issues they had found in the like bathrooms and foyers and stuff?
I have no idea. The bathroom light was working. I know.
Well, they've got that much fixed then, because I know originally those weren't working at all either.
They're getting the HVAC looked at this week, and then he had said that he's hoping to get the material list together within a week to see what all that they have to get and what total that they're looking at of being out. So
Special shout out to Super Mario Cousin for donating to the Church Relief Fund. That is much appreciated.
It
awesome
is.
sauce. Appreciate it, brother. Now you're putting more pressure on us. Next episode shall be amazing.
Napkins, when are you gonna finally open that restaurant?
I've been waiting on y'all.
Waiting on us. We've asked you for like 3 weeks.
When can everybody get on? That's the real question.
I would say usually Mondays and Tuesdays, but Schizo's on a rotating schedule, so he may have to be a late hire.
Yeah, we could possibly try this evening.
I mean, you got to
We can
think
get
the
ahead of him.
early levels, it won't be as difficult.
That's true.
So
See,
Flood
that's
stuff.
that's what I was trying to figure out. I know pretty much that we could, but it's the schizo element.
I know he is off work today. He is actually online on Discord at the moment. So that would be a question for Skishwo.
Yeah, we could
Soccer.
try for today.
Pepper bag.
I think he's supposed to work tomorrow, from what he had said last night.
I believe
so,
he is working Tuesday and Wednesday this week.
Yeah.
So. And if anybody has a good suggestion for Napkins restaurant name, or did you decide on the knapsack?
I don't know. I'm in between the knapsack and the crusty napkin, but it's spelled like the Krusty Krab, you know, with a K.
Get you crusty sandwiches. We also have hot dogs. I'm just curious
If it
what
would
job
fit.
everybody's working.
If it would fit, we could do the Mexican sandwich.
And just so you know, last I talked to Cal, he is dead set on. He got overwhelmed last time, but he is there to make some good burgers.
Does that mean on the grill or assembly?
You're the boss, man. We don't know yet.
I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward to this.
Yep. Yeah, I am too. And I don't know what his playthrough is. I did get it downloaded off of our OneDrive, but Cal did upload a video of a playthrough on Final Fantasy, I believe it was.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. So there may be a solo video for Cal coming out. Speaking of grill, Napkins, when you gonna make some hibachi or steaks again?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I thought about actually getting steaks whenever I was at Walmart earlier.
And you didn't.
I was in a hurry to get here.
Why?
I will say
Taco wasn't.
I will say, as far as all right cheap steak, the
I don't do
family
cheap steaks.
the Family Dollar and Dollar Tree sells frozen ribeyes that they can have a little bit of fat to them, but they're actually not terrible considering they're only like $3 or $4 a piece.
Considering they come from
I
Family
have
Dollar.
never in my life said, I think I want to go to Dollar Tree and get some steak.
I'm telling you,
Oh, Moon Pie's here.
I just threw up in my mouth.
What's up,
Look,
Moon Pie?
Y'all can
That
y'all
does
can
not.
look at it that way if you want, but I'm telling you,
I
they're
mean,
actually
I'm
pretty
not
decent.
trying to say I'm bougie or anything, but I think if it comes from Dollar Tree, it does not deserve the name steak.
That's
It's
bougie.
legit steak though.
I think
Listen,
it should maybe be
Listen, when you
steak-shaped
have
meat
to live in
product.
Lexington and do your grocery shopping at the Dollar Tree, you eat what steak you can get.
It's true. And that wasn't even
Steak-shaped
where I
meat
found it the
product.
first time, but yeah. No, it's legit ribeyes. In fact, they're the same quality as when I worked for IGA.
You go ahead and get Pepto with
full-size
it.
ones we would sell.
I need to do a buy one get one special. Buy a steak, get a free bottle of Pepto.
Telling y'all, you're missing out.
Moon Pie. Next chance that you get to be online with us, we have some questions for you.
That's true.
What do you think he would go with?
Like it's a hot dog a sandwich.
Would you rather have 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck?
These are the questions that haunt us at night.
Are tacos really Mexican sandwiches?
We've overwhelmed them.
I've overwhelmed myself.
McMedic, you have a question from Anonymous.
Anonymous. I am Mojo Jojo.
This person listens on Apple Podcasts from Tennessee, and they say, how do you deal with your wife being a nurse? I've heard horror stories about dating nurses because of the schedules they have and things. How do you navigate that with the kids as well?
My wife is a superhero. Said it earlier. I will say it again. She is like Wonder Woman. Not only whenever she goes to work does she legit have a passion to help people and does her job right, and gets mad if she sees other nurses not doing their job right. But she comes home and she wants to make sure the house is clean, and if the kids have anything going on, she wants to make sure that she's doing that and everything that she can. She makes sure me and the kids have everything that we could ever want. So I hit the lottery when I found my wife. I don't have to do a whole lot of juggling of anything. She keeps the bills in line because I'm terrible with money. She's very OCD and organized when it comes to those things. She has a good head on her shoulders. So
Yeah, usually she's the one telling you, hey, these are the plans. You have to do this to make sure they
and
happen.
if I have an idea and then she does this look, I
It's a
know.
bad idea.
I know. Well, that was a stupid thing to come out of my mouth, wasn't
I'm sorry I said that.
it? She does try to make my life as easy as possible, and I try to make hers as easy as possible.
And Amy says, you're getting sappy.
It ain't sappy if it's true. We are a team. Ah, teamwork, see? Great minds think alike, and so do ours. We ask Moon Pie questions, and then he quit answering.
Yep.
It hurts.
Seems about right.
It hurts. Two
course.
and 2.5 minutes, and ads will play.
Of course, knowing Moon Pie, for all we know, he's trying to write out a book to answer.
You didn't hear them? Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Is a taco a Mexican sandwich?
Would you rather have 100 duck-sized horses
You almost got confused.
or one horse-sized duck?
You almost said it backwards. You had to think real hard there.
I did.
I'm getting my word together and listening at the same time. If your word mentions anything about a horse-sized duck, I need to know.
Yeah. I think that message needs to be recorded so we can upload it. Our influence.
One horse-sized duck, easy answer. See? You're the only weird one, Napkins. So is a hot dog a sandwich?
And is a taco a Mexican sandwich?
I'm still not agreeing with that one.
No. The judge is stupid.
Is bologna really just a flat hot dog?
It really
That
is.
one really haunts me.
It really haunts me.
I think about that one way more than I should.
You know, after that episode the other day while I was at work, Mama and Peepaw sent me a picture of
They did
hot
me
dogs
too.
on white bread and said, I found this on Facebook.
They sent me that picture, and I said, wow, that looks like a good bologna sandwich. I mean, it's meat between bread. I like rolled bologna.
Right?
The bologna is a flat hot dog.
You sound so sad about that. Like, did that really cause some repercussions in your life?
Well, I'm not a huge fan of hot dogs, so now I'm like, do I really like bologna?
So is a taco a Mexican sandwich?
But is tortilla really a bread?
I would
I mean-
disagree with it.
There's flatbread, which is basically a thick tortilla.
Oh,
No, it's not.
don't say those things. You're gonna make me think. A taco should be its own category. Don't defend the taco by saying it's just a mere sandwich.
Thank you, sir.
By the way, you all, Moon Pie did say that he would love to be on another episode with us. So
Yeah, I talked to him after the last time. He said he had a lot of fun. He wants to be able to come back.
I really
whenever we
enjoyed him
can
being
have
on here,
I did too.
even
it
if
was fun.
his screen froze. Like,
Multiple times.
Even if we were an hour late because I was saying, go to the top, and he's like, I don't have that. And I said, go to the top next to the apple. And he said, oh, you meant the top.
ads are playing. Napkins.
Big love and a huge thank you to our sponsor GoDaddy for making this show possible. Whether you're a gamer, a creator, or just someone with a big idea, GoDaddy's AI-powered website builder makes it easy to get your dream online. No tech wizardry were required. Holy crap, say that 5 times. Need a website? Want to turn your passion into something real? GoDaddy's got your back. With their 24/7 customer service and their website builder, they make it as easy as a couple of clicks. Use the code Beyond the Quest at checkout for 30% off. Hit up GoDaddy.com and get started today because your ideas deserve a home on the internet. Powered by GoDaddy. Go to GoDaddy.com and enter code Beyond the Quest at checkout for 30% off, or go to GoDaddy.com/BeyondTheQuest.
You want to make a website to argue if hot dogs are sandwiches? Use GoDaddy. Do you want to make your website to build your saddle for your horse-sized duck? Hit GoDaddy.com up. I hear nothing but ads. That's because ads are playing.
That's cool. It told me that you're recording.
I'm not gonna speak until spoken to.
I'm not going to speak until spoken to. And then as soon as I hit record, it told me you're recording.
It says ads are over. He should be able to hear now.
The multi-stream I've got on my phone says you've still got 17 seconds of ads.
Twitch lied about ads. He said, I see you now, so he has no ads.
Cool. Yeah, all four brothers together is always interesting. That's true, and I'm sure Mama appreciates the fact that we're all old and decrepit now, because that means we're no longer fighting and wrestling in the floor every time we get together.
But wouldn't that mean she's old? I didn't say that. You did. You ever say one of those things you immediately regret?
I mean, I was 18 for 3 years in a row, according to her. So.
To be fair, my last birthday, she wished me birthday like 5 days before it was ever my birthday. I'm not touching that.
That's true, Medic Swaffy. Now we do just have all of the kids fighting with us every time.
This is true. We did start what I called Adults First Kids Boot Camp on Fortnite the other day.
That's true.
Played a couple of just regular ranked matches with a couple of the children. Done pretty well.
Yeah.
Very well,
They were,
actually.
I think they were kind of shocked by how good we were actually
Then
doing.
I don't know why I thought it would be a good idea to go into a custom game of just me and Taco on a team against 4 children.
Yeah,
It was a little unfair. Little unfair.
In fact, at one point, your Otis said this would actually be fair if one of us switched to your team at least.
We did get a couple wins. I have decent Wi-Fi at least through Wednesday, but I'm tied up from 7 p.m. to like 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Children started school back today, so they will be in bed earlier.
Yep.
But in the future, there will be a Adults First Children's Fortnite tournament thing.
And by suggestion, so let's play at 10:30. They can sleep at 11.
To be fair, Napkins' oldest told me that he could 1v1 me and I wouldn't stand a chance. That his dad's really good at Fortnite, but it's not like he could 1v1 Branson or anybody because he'd just lose. So, these kids talk a lot of trash. Yep.
I agree, Moon Pie. In fact,
They
we
won't
talked
play
about it
Halo.
last time. Yeah.
I put them in their
Anytime-
place in Halo when they were noobs, and now they won't
Anytime
play
they
it.
have played Halo, we've crushed them hard.
Show no mercy.
Strike hard, strike fast, no mercy.
Double tap. What are you doing, Napkins?
I'm working on something.
What are you working on?
You're about to find out in just a second.
Uh-oh. Speed and violence. But yeah, so that will be happening in the future. And then maybe in the very near future, a restaurant will be opened where you can get the crustiest sandwich around.
I'll also try and get the rest of my Space Marine 1 playthrough finished for you to work on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, boys. I've got a very special message.
Okay.
Amy and Vet, are you still here?
Amy and Vet. Yes.
Okay, so I just want to take a moment and send a huge thank you to our sponsor, Angry Vet Nation. Even though they're facing some challenges right now, and they are technically closed, we know firsthand the passion, dedication, and support that they've poured into this community and this program.
Yes.
Angry Vet Nation has always been about brotherhood, resilience, and lifting each other up, and we wouldn't be where we are today without them.
True.
Their mission to help veterans and first responders find a new purpose through streaming is something we believe in. We know they'll be back, stronger than ever. I just want to take a moment and say to everyone at Angry Vet Nation, we see you, we appreciate you, and as you've always told us, we've got your six. Thank you for everything, and know that we're here if you guys need us.
I love y'all very much.
Amen to that. Oh, that was sappy and gave me chills.
Stupid allergies.
Oh, you made Amy cry. Somebody put that onion under you, Amy. Taco hates onions.
I've tried to deal with them, and my stomach says, nope, you're going to be in the bathroom one way or another if you eat
I need
those.
an onion emoji. I'm
I
telling
have
you, we
something
could have
random.
some really weird emojis.
So it was announced earlier this week that the current head of Lucasfilms, which is the department at Disney that handles Star Wars, is going to be stepping down by the end of the year. And fans overwhelmingly seem to be excited about that because since she's been running things, it's not been great as far as the content goes. It's been kind of hit and miss and up and down with it. So people are excited for what that could mean going forward.
I'm sorry, I just found that funny because it was like, you're losing your job. Thank God.
Yeah, that's legit how people have been about it. And I can't tell you the number of videos and memes that some coworkers have been sending to me over the last week since it was announced, all basically celebrating the fact that she's leaving. And I'm like, okay, like I agree, some of the stuff hasn't been great, but we have gotten some really cool stuff. So why are you celebrating this way? But maybe that means we'll actually get to see a season 2 of Obi-Wan. I know
It was
Ian
actually pretty
McGregor.
good.
Ian McGregor has said he's completely open to it, that he's been in talks with them, and they've said they've been looking at possibilities for another season. Still
I want to
maintain if they
look
gave me the chance, I
into
could make it great.
whatever classes I could do online to learn how to do some good animation stuff on the computer.
I would love for us to get some sort of little animated show going. I
Yep.
think we could do a pretty cool one.
We could turn the crusty napkin and take SpongeBob off the map, baby. If nothing else, to just get really good at to be able to make like your own alerts and things on Twitch and whatnot.
Yeah, apparently Goat's been trying to teach himself pixel art, like animated pixel art, and has been working on his layouts and stuff, trying to do that.
You mean Seth Rogen? I'm convinced that's who that is.
Uh,
Napcano.
By the way, Vet, you doing okay? Like, you need anything? You feeling better? Amy had told us there that you were having some health issues, so I just wanted to check on you, brother.
do, 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 do.
Doing much better. Throat sore. That's to be expected after intubation. Working on myself, definitely a way to stop the spiral. Though not a good, definitely an eye opener. Remember your advice, sir. You gotta stop the spiral before it takes you, brother. I'd say your throat is sore after intubation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've intubated people, never been intubated that I can remember. Besides the surgery, but I don't remember that. Anything on the brains, fellers? Hey, Moon Pie, you still here? I keep saying Moon Pie, but I'm
Yes.
looking for the evening watch thing.
Yeah.
They will get better. You gotta believe it to receive it. Moon Pie, you have there was a question that Napkins wanted to ask you last time you were on, but you had to leave early. Do you remember what that question was, Napkins?
It's been deleted.
So that's a no.
Let me think. Hang on. Let me think.
I can't believe you deleted it.
I know he asked it on After Dark the next day.
There was two actually. One was opinions and beliefs on sex before marriage in today's dating world,
Yep, that was one.
and the other one was how do you deal with hypocrites?
The hamster wheel is turning.
It's squeaking, but it's working.
Get you some day 40.
Yeah, needs a little bit of oil. Be all right.
Oh, Moon Pie. You're so mediocre till you go in the microwave. Awesome staff is still here watching, even though they're not required to be. Aw, we love you, Angry Vet Nation. Still a sin. The
sin.
Lord doesn't change, and neither does his standards, just because man's view may change. Well said. Well said.
And
The
hypocrites.
hypocrite. I feel like that one's going to be harder to type.
I don't remember your answer to that question, Napkins.
Call them out.
No, not the hypocrite one. Were you here for that one?
I think the I don't remember if I answered the sex before marriage or not.
I think that's when you had to step away. I
It
think you
might have-
asked the question and then you said you had to go real quick. Situational? Napkin says, no situational, you call him.
How
Yeah,
was it you put it? You had a specific way you phrased it. Can't remember it now.
I don't remember that much. I remembered the question. I'm doing good. But no, I got nothing. It's getting later and I
do you
can
want
tell.
to go ahead and answer the other one because you didn't answer it on After Dark?
I mean, I think it was already really touched on. Basically, you know, if you, especially if you are a Christian living the Christian lifestyle, like Moon Pie said, it's still a sin. It personally, it believes on your religion, your faith, and your beliefs. Essentially, not everybody's going to have the same beliefs on it, but if you proclaim to be if you proclaim to be a Christian and walk the Christian lifestyle, then you shouldn't be doing it, basically. What I'm saying.
He said, like, calling them out do more damage to people than good. Proverbs 26:4 says not to answer a fool according to his folly, lest you become like him. Some people are not going to be open to correction. Now, if they claim to be a Christian, definitely lovingly bring it to attention.
Yeah, fair.
Who would ever thought I would have said Moon Pie is wise?
I don't know. I don't like hypocrites and two-faced people, so
I've been microwaved. That's pretty good.
If I don't hear from that delivery service for Mama and Peepaw's new fridge within the next hour or
Did they
so,
get one?
I've ordered one for them. It's on the way. Originally, I was told it was
You
arriving
still are.
Friday.
You still are,
And
no
Napkin
problem.
thinks I'm a butthead doofus.
originally, I was told it was arriving Friday. By 10, it still wasn't out for delivery, so I called about it. They gave me a runaround. I ended up calling 3 different places before I found the right one that currently has it. They said, "Oh, we'll call you back later with the delivery time for Monday." I said, "Okay." Got to be 3:30. I still hadn't heard from them. I called them back, and they said, "Oh, we're not delivering it till Wednesday or Thursday." I said, "That won't work. You told me you were delivering it Monday." And after a little while, they told me they would deliver it on Tuesday, and they would be calling today with the time frame for that. And I've already told Mama and Peepaw if I've not heard from them by around 12 or 1, I'm sicking napkins on them because everybody knows you don't want him getting a hold of you if you're in customer service.
This is true. I bet Napkins will get them rolling.
Boys, we have one more Quester's question, and then I'm officially going to close them for the episode. So,
That's fine. We can get ready. We can answer it and then get ready to wrap stuff up, especially if you got to call a customer service link.
this is from Anonymous.
Anonymous.
It's addressed to everyone. They listen on Spotify from New York. And it
Do you
says,
feel better about yourself for singing
yeah, a
that?
little bit. And it says, what are some of your obsessions? If you go to a store, what are you looking for?
When I go to the store, what am I looking for? Always browsing the gaming stuff. Like the headsets and keyboards and
That's
stuff.
that's what I was getting ready to say. My 2 places, I did not officially go to the store if I did not visit the electronics section and the clearance.
And if I see anything Nightmare Before Christmas.
For me, it just depends if I am going to the store for a specific thing. That's all I'm there for.
You've never went in the store to get one thing and then walk out with a buggy full of why
Didn't
did I
he
buy this?
just did wait, hold up. Before
Yeah,
you
he,
answer
he
that,
went for a
did you not
TV
just
mount.
say-
Didn't even get a TV mount.
Yeah. I didn't even go to the right store to get the TV mount. Was the worst part of
You
that.
didn't go to Ollie's?
They don't have the TV mounts I need at Ollie's. Walmart's where I needed to go for the TV mount and didn't even go there.
We don't like Walmart, remember?
But yeah, for the most part, if I'm going with specific list of stuff, that's all I'm going after. But otherwise, I may check out the clearance section, and if I'm really thinking of trying to replace something gaming wise, I'll go and look for like the gaming mouse or keyboard or whatever.
I miss going and browsing flea markets.
Yeah, I've strongly considered stopping yesterday, and I was like, why? It looks like there's no one there and nothing there.
We went to 5 stores for shoes yesterday. I hate shopping. McMedic, on the other hand. Excuse moi. The last store I didn't even go in.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And we were getting shoes for one of the youngins. I don't understand the point in buying a bunch of stuff to go to a formal dance that they're going to sit in a chair because they're too scared to get up and dance.
All right.
Okay. Before we wrap things up, Ross has the best shoes for lower prices. I wasn't in that area, okay?
Medic, anything on the brain
Oh, what's on my brain?
before we wrap it up?
I'm ready to start my new job at a fast food restaurant.
Yeah, I'm
I
ready.
just
for
don't know
the
what the restaurant
career
is yet.
opportunity.
But I'm going to be the best daggone employee of the month there ever was.
Yep.
I want a locker.
Taco. Sorry, Mexican sandwich. Anything on the brain.
The judge is stupid.
Napkins. Anything on the brain. I'm ready to go to bed.
You ain't gonna call customer service?
I do need to be stopped though. So this was the first time I think ever that I've been able to actually go get a car that I actually wanted. And I may be going a little overboard.
Uh-oh. What'd you do?
I ordered the custom license plate.
Yeah, the napkins one.
Yeah, I've ordered an underglow lighting kit for it.
You're
I have
going old
ordered
school now.
I've ordered an interior lighting kit for it, accent lighting kit.
That's gonna be so
And
bright you can't see when you drive.
I'm talking to my brother who on my dad's side who does tinting. I'm talking to him about getting it tinted. And he's talking to one of his buddies about doing some exhaust work on it.
Good lord. Are you trying to?
I have a
make,
feeling this
Need for
vehicle
Speed a
is
real
gonna
thing now?
become the next. What was it? The mama called the boob light car.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like it's getting remade. If you go to get the windows tinted and you come back with the big red lights on top,
Don't tempt.
the napkins mobile.
It's been
Woo, woo,
reborn.
woo, woo. Party on, napkins.
I did almost make a vehicle wreck with those on the Mountain Parkway. I probably shouldn't have said that.
Things you shouldn't say online.
There's going to be a random viewer email me and be like, "That was you."
I am proud of you for doing a big boy purchase. Like I said earlier, just focus on you and them children and everything will work out, bro. That's all you gotta do.
I had the same response from everybody I first told that I bought a sports car, though. You realize you have 3 kids, right?
I want to go
got-
fast. I want to go fast.
It's got 5 seats. We're good.
Is it a smooth ride?
Oh, yeah. It's like if you remember Mom's Monte Carlo, it's like
Yeah.
the Monte Carlo and the yellow car had a love child.
So you're sitting on the ground.
You
Yeah,
mean
pretty
the
much.
Yeah.
Velociter?
That's my only issue is I would struggle getting in and out of it.
It's got the racing seats. It's got the sports mode that automatically engages. So, well, I let Mama drive it, and she,
Oh Lord.
yeah, she liked it.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
said
she
she
probably went
barely
like
touched
0
the
to
pedal
80.
and looked down and went, "Oh, I'm going 60."
Well, whenever I went on the test drive, the salesman's like, "I got to go with you because the temp tag's out on another test drive right now." And I was like, "Okay." So he gets in with me, and we get on the interstate, and I'm going like 80. And I'm messing with the radio and all that stuff, making sure everything works, and I'm liking everything. And I can tell it's got power, but I'm like not pushing it. And I asked him, I said, "Do you mind if I open it up a little bit?" And he said, "Drive it like you stole it, son." And I reached over and put my seatbelt on, and I just went, "You're gonna regret that." He said, "What?" And about that time, I kicked it down, and it activated sports mode, and I got up to 115 on the test drive.
Good lord.
Listen, I went to get a vehicle one time with Mama,
Oh,
and
Lord.
I was test driving. It's actually the truck that Peepaw has, and I was driving it. I was
Wee
like, "This
wee.
is pretty smooth," and she was like, "Yeah, it is." She said, "Are you gonna see what it's got?" And I said, "Huh?" She said, "See what it's got. Put the pedal down." Okay, I didn't think my mom would ever tell me that.
Sweet wheels.
Shut up.
Yeah, it was like 115 or 120 is what I got on the test drive, and the dude's holding the oh crap bar, and he's like, "You can back off now."
You should have said, "No, I stole it, remember?" You don't listen when they tell you pull over? So you're growing up. You're an adult now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anywho,
You feel better about yourself?
I do a little bit.
Yeah. You'll get there.
I'm looking for a house now. That's the next big boy move.
Dum 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 dum.
And it doesn't hurt to apply at those places up there in the old park.
Somebody's supposed to be trying to get me the link for
I
it.
see some tickets in your near future.
No, I've been good at cruise control. I do think Another quick story time. I do think that there was an unmarked last night that was trying to get me to race him on the way to work. And I almost gave in until I seen the computer, and I was like, nah, I probably shouldn't.
You should have done it. It's probably just cool.
Looks like I beat you, officer.
Don't that thing go no faster than that? Listen, I was getting, like, there was a state boy literally riding my tail one day. Like, could not have been 6 inches between us. And I was like, oh, he's getting on my nerves. Getting on my nerves. So finally, he passes me. So what did I do? The same thing to him. And I looked down, he's going 90. And I was just right on his hind end, you know? Well, he just switches to the other lane and brakes real hard and gets over behind me and pulls me over. And he's like, do you know how fast you was going? I said, I don't know how fast you was going. He didn't like that answer. That ticket got thrown away.
I think the funniest / most embarrassing for me was whenever I was in high school and was in my ROTC uniform, and I got pulled over, and I forgot I was listening to music. And you know that song, Celebrate Good Times, Come On? That was on the radio. It was turned up real loud. I hadn't even rolled the window down yet, and I'm just sitting there like dancing around, and he's just like standing at my window going,
Should have wrote it down and went, come on!
It's a celebration.
Good times, good times. All right, fellers. Taco, any last words?
The judge is stupid.
You're going to have
It's
to
a
get...
taco, not a Mexican sandwich.
Yeah, I got to agree with that one. Okay. Napkins, any last words?
submit your questions, comments, piercing critical insights, hate mail at beyondthequest.com. Click the contact button or email info@beyondthequest.com. You can't email the other one because it has been deactivated. Facebook.com/Slim Chance Gaming, YouTube.com/@Slim Chance Gaming Crew. Our Discord link is also on the website. Don't forget to submit your feedback on whether Beyond the Quest After Dark should stay on every Tuesday or go to every other Tuesday. And I've got stinky feet.
Random. Well, we'll try and get some more talking in with Moon Pie, see what we can figure out about the other submission that we got. You will dread our children driving. I saw our Otis try and drive a wheelbarrow the other day. He's in trouble. Don't forget, go to the website and keep submitting stuff. It is our favorite part of the show. I love the random questions that we get. Very excited for next week's episode.
Super Mario Cousin.
We'll. Do you have contact info, Napkins?
Mario Cousin, before I turn off the live chat me your email address, please, or phone number. Thank you.
You sound so professional.
Or join the Discord and message him.
Yeah, that works too.
Yeah, join the Discord, bro. We'd love to have you on there. Anybody that wants to join our Discord, join it. Even if you don't want to get on and talk, just get on there and
all of our
hang.
announcements, our live alerts, our YouTube alerts, all that goes to our Discord.
Yes,
That's true.
Get on there, and hopefully, I will see a picture of me and a horse-sized duck.
I will
at some point.
Moon pie? Boom slang? Really? What in the world is that?
Boom sling.
I just like that word.
Bean splicing.
Oh, I hope Mario Cousin heard you. I'm glad I wasn't the only one confused. To be fair, you're confused a lot, honey.
Well, she did marry you. So.
That was my next statement. As always, we love y'all and everybody. Keep Cal in your prayers. Keep Vet and Amy and all of Anger Vet Nation in your prayers. believe is that all of our announcements, Napkins?
Keep an eye out for the knapsack or the crusty napkin one. Coming to a YouTube
Unless
page
somebody's
near
got
you.
a better name. Any other announcements from you, Taco? I know you got another video dropping Wednesday, I believe.
Yeah, I think there'll be one more before I definitely have to have the rest of those.
Yeah, I believe you got
recorded,
2 to drop still.
So I'm gonna attempt to get that finished sometime this week. So you have all of those.
And then there may be a video dropping from Cal. And then, as always, I've been trying to stream a little bit more. Been doing Halo lately. If anybody enjoys Halo, join the Discord. Hit me up.
And for those who haven't watched any of it yet on YouTube, those playthroughs, Medic's been doing the editing for each of us on those, and I have to say the most entertaining part is whatever little captions and thoughts he throws up there at moments. Like one video, I didn't realize I'd started the recording back already, and he even threw the caption up there. I forgot I was recording because I didn't speak for almost a full minute and a half.
There was one of the videos of Schizo playing Hell Let Loose, and he was yelling at a player, and he's like, "You don't understand this game. That it's not about kills." So then it pops up, "Medic don't understand this game because it's not about kills."
Also, when he kept building barbed wire fences over and over, he kept throwing up there, "Back to the fences."
Yep.
And more fences. And
Yep.
some more fences.
Okay. Hopefully, Napkins, you got what info you needed.
Oh, he can still live chat even if the live is stopped.
Okay. Till next time, love y'all. Jesus loves you more. Bye!
From the first light to the game's last stand, we're chasing truth with controller in hand. Faith, adventure, stories untold. First responder, hearts brave and bold. Beyond the quest, where the journeys meet. From the fires of life to the gaming heat. Slim Chop's crew, come join the ride. With McMedic, Napkins, and Taco as your guide. Beyond the quest, where the journeys meet. From the fires of life to the gaming heat. Slim Chop's crew, come join the ride. With McMedic, Napkins, and Taco as your guide. Beyond the quest, where the stories grow. Faith, fire, and games in the world we know. Adventure calls, the table is set. Let's take the leap, our best quest yet.